Hi guys and welcome back to today's video. If you're new to my channel then hi, my name's Shannon and I'm a mum of one to a little girl called Esme. She's actually next to me playing right now. She's quite tired so she might be a bit grumpy in this video. Are you saying hi? But yeah, if you're coming back to my channel then thank you so much for clicking on to today's video. So I'm really sorry that I've been missing in action a bit lately. Things have been going on. I've just been really busy. Like Esme's routine's been changing and we're trying to get a tube feed sorted. We're trying to wean her off a tube. Just so much is going on. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. But hopefully we'll get back to some sort of regular normality of uploads. But let's just see anyway. So today's video is going to be a well-awaited 7-month update. So I've decided for today's video I'm actually going to combine Esme's 7 and 8-month update. Say hi, yeah. So Esme is currently 8 months. She is actually, I think, 9 months next week. So we are very late with our uploads, but I didn't want to miss any out, but obviously it's a bit late to just do a 7-month update and then soon an 8 months update. So I just thought I would actually just combine them and make it 2 birds with 1 stone. Ow! Esme, you hit mummy in the face! So yeah, anyway, let's go on with today's video. I'll try and make it quite quick because she is grumpy. You're standing up. So let's start with 7 months. So I feel like in the last 2 months so many things have changed. I don't know if you can realise from Esme. She's actually standing up by herself, look. You said, oh. You went on your knees. Come on. Hold mummy's hand. You want to come up? Wow. Anyway, so for 7 months update, so I feel like in the 7th month, like Esme changed so much, and now in the 8th month, she's already changing again. So I feel like things just change so fast, and she's really getting into a little person with a personality, and it's just adorable. So for 7 months, I think during that month, Esme learned how to clap. So she probably won't show it, but I think I've got videos of her clapping somewhere. So there's probably like a lot of talking in the background of the videos, but I'll try and include them for you guys to see. Wow. So what else did you do? She could wave. I don't know if I talked about that in her 6-month update, but I think that was probably a 7-month thing. She learned how to wave, didn't you? Can you say hi, yeah? Esme? Say hi, yeah? Hi. Hi, yeah. Hi, yeah. Good girl. So if you saw, she's not, sometimes she just lifts her hand and do it, but other times she just literally keeps her hand where it is and she does that. But she does know how to wave. So that's another good thing, isn't it, Esme? It's so cute. What else could you do in 7 months' time? It sounds like she's saying mama, so I don't think we've got any clips of her saying it, but literally when she wants something, she's like mama, 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 mama. And it does really sound like she's saying it, and she's starting to copy noises as well. So when you say hello, it sounds like she says hello back. Obviously, it's probably just sounds. I'm not 100% sure, but it does really sound like she's saying hello. So I think also like in the 7 and 8th month update, also in the 7 and 8th month mark, Esme's hair has grown so much. I don't know if you can see from the top, but she's got like little bits here that are like sticking up, which she's never had. And at the back, it's like grown so much. You don't want to show them? It's so cute. It's like, it's not quite, there is some dark bits around there is some dark bits around the back, but it's just growing now. It's really cute. In the 7th month as well, like she started to really like pull herself around on the floor so she can push herself backwards. So she was doing that so much and it was just really funny. So like, and then that changed and progressed. So in the 8th month now, she can push herself backwards and she can stand up like onto her legs. So I've got some clips on and set them now. But basically she pushes herself backwards and she stands up, so like she stands on her feet but she's on her hands, so her bum is in the air. It's like the downward dog or whatever, but she looks hilarious and she just sits there for ages with her bum in the air. It's so funny. What else do you do? So she turns herself around as well, so she'll push herself backwards and she'll like drag herself sideways, so then she can like literally turn around and go back the way she wants to go and turn around, and then like she's into stuff. So there's been so many times, if you see on my Instagram stories as well, like she literally is bum shuffling into the dog bowl, she's turning around to the dog pool, she's getting a handful of dog food, she's trying to eat the dog toys. It's just a nightmare, honestly. You can't leave her for 2 seconds. So also, I think in the 6-month update, maybe I showed you or spoke about in one of the vlogmases or something that she was on a walker. But basically, she's got so good in a walker this month. She can just whiz around the kitchen. And she can actually turn around as well. So she like whizzes around the corners and turns herself around. Anyway, and she's into everything. So she pulls my washing off the area. She tries to eat the washing. She waves it all around like she's doing with the dummy now. She's literally in a walker, and she goes to the dog toys and she literally leans over as far as she can, and she tries to get the dog toys with her little fingers out of the toy basket. Don't you, Esme? When the dogs are on the sofa, she thinks it's absolutely hilarious to get a walker against the sofa and to like hit the sofa and really try and reach for the dog's toys. And they get a bit annoyed that she's trying to steal their toys. They're so gentle with her though, it's really good. They don't like bite or get annoyed or anything like that, but they do sometimes do a little bark at me as if to say, come on mum, like give it me back. Yeah, she feeds them all the time as well. Like she's always holding food over the edge of the high chair and letting the dogs lick her hands, and it literally drives me nuts because obviously I don't want them licking her hands, but I just have to watch her every second of the day because she's just on the go all the time. I think one major thing for the 8-month update is her sleep regression. So during the 8th month, her sleep regressed so much. And I don't know if people believe in sleep regression or anything like that, or whether it's just a leap or something, but it was awful. Honestly, like that's one of the reasons I didn't upload for so long. So there was points where she just wouldn't go to sleep, and she has always been tube fed at like 9 o'clock at night, and she would go to sleep by about 9:30. But every time we put her down, she would be awake, she'd cry, she sits up, she can sit up in her crib now upstairs, and she thinks it's absolutely hilarious. She pulls things off my bedside table, don't you, Esme?
Today, my husband and I have been most profoundly moved.
She just sits up and she's playing with the toys in the cot. And when I say cot, I mean like the not sleepy head, the next to me crib in our bedroom. So she's still in that, obviously, because she is tube fed in the night sometimes, so she has to sleep in our room. So yeah, she sits up, and the most recent thing is she can pull herself into a standing position. And she like pulls herself up with her pure weight of her upper body, and she stands over this side of the crib, and then obviously reaches all of the stuff on the bedside table. So she pulls like her pump machine off the side, she pulls my cup, anything she can grab, the syringes. She just thinks it's absolutely hilarious. On the bed as well, like today she was literally crawling backwards, and she pushed herself so far that she was literally hanging onto the edge of the bed, and I literally looked up for 1 second and I raced around the bed and grabbed her because she was just so close to falling off the bed, because she just pushed herself backwards, and she's so fast. So if I'm going anywhere, I can't leave her for even a second. So when I'm brushing my teeth in the morning, sometimes I put her in the bath. Obviously there's no water in there or anything, but I sit her in the bath with some toys while I'm brushing my teeth, or if I've got to pop to the toilet or something. So I've tried sitting her in her cot in her bedroom, but she just bangs her head so many times, like even when she's sitting up and playing, because she's not used to having the bars. And obviously the cot is on a bit of an angle. My dad built some wood underneath, so it's raised, so obviously if she's tube fed she can sleep without being sick. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but she keeps hitting her head. What else do you love, Esme? She really loves the book. So if you can see behind me, we've got a collection of the That's Not My books. So that's not what they planned to be. Obviously this unit used to be semi-nice with all of our nice ornaments, but as you can see, maybe here, no you can't see here, but all of our ornaments are shoved onto one shelf, and Esme's books have taken up a whole shelf. So these are just a random books, and she really loves feeling like the textures on there. If you don't know what I'm on about, then I'll just show you quickly. So you can buy some from Aldi. I think this was from Aldi. But on the pages, as you can see, do you want that one? Should Mummy get another one? Okay. On the pages, there's different things. So for example, you can see like the hair is to touch, or this one's got like patterned shoes and stuff. Oh dear. And she absolutely loves touching them. Like she knows as well. She knows where to touch, where the pattern is. Can you find her hair, Bubbles? It's shiny. And she always touches them, it's so cute. Do you want to touch this one? Her hat is too soft. So yeah, these are the That's Not My books. So there's so many you can buy. They're just the Usborne Touchy Feely books. So we've got quite a few anyway, but some of them I bought brand new from Aldi. I did have to resist yesterday because they had a couple of new ones in that we've not got. They've got That's Not My Giraffe, That's Not My Kitten, and That's Not My Llama. So I really did think about getting them because they are £2.99 in Aldi, but I didn't because she has got loads. But they're just such a nice collection. So anyway, yeah, that's what we've got. So the last 2 months as well, we've been trying like a lot of food because Esme wasn't really eating too much. So we're really trying to get her to enjoy her meals. So we've been trying things like lots of different fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And she is loving like cheese spread sandwiches. She loves ham sandwiches. And it's just weird because she doesn't really she likes toast, but I wouldn't say when she has it she eats too much. But she is really loving those sandwiches at the minute. This camera is balanced on her rocking horse. As I was just saying, the camera is balanced on Esme's rocking horse and she just pulled the rocking horse and my camera fell off. So we probably changed positions slightly and Brody's come to join us. But yeah, anyway, so she loves cheese spread sandwiches, ham sandwiches, she loves blueberries. That was something she had yesterday. TMI, but what comes out after blueberries is not fun, so don't feed too many. But she really loves blueberries, she loves strawberries, she loves oranges, stuff like that. It's a bit weird, like you wouldn't think a baby would love orange, but she absolutely loves it. She's really loving yogurts in a minute. After lunch she eats like a whole yogurt, like a baby one. She's loving puddings, so you can buy like little pots of like baby bread and butter pudding. She really likes that. What else do you love, Esme? I made like tortilla, like, you know, like the wraps. I made one of them with hummus on. She liked that. I made a wrap with like tomato sauce as if it was like a little pizza. She loved that. She loves brioche bread, so she loves chocolate brioche. You want to get the toy? So yeah, so many things. Like she's doing so well with it eating. It's really good. What else should we touch on, Esme? So like I said, sleep has been an absolute nightmare. Her naps are awful at the minute. Even now her sleep at night is slightly better, but her naps are horrific still. So in the daytime, like she should be asleep now and she's clearly tired, but she just won't nap. Like it is very rarely she will even nap in her cot anymore. And I think if you watch back to my Vlogmas or even before that, she was napping in her cot for like half an hour, sometimes even 2 hours, which is insane. She just won't nap like that anymore. I don't know what's changed, but no matter what I do, she won't. Like even if I finally get her down in her cot after about an hour of trying, she sleeps for like 20 minutes. So we're trying to do some contact naps at the minute just because that's the only thing that seems to work. So she napped on me yesterday for like 15-20 minutes and Friday as well. So I think that's just what's going to have to be at the minute. I know that when my mum does see Esme, my mum gets Esme to nap for like an hour, which is insane. I don't know why she doesn't do that for anyone else. But yeah, she always has like a morning nap and then she has some sort of afternoon naps after she has her lunch and her milk. She usually naps about between 1 and 3, some like at that point, but no more than like an hour. She never naps longer than that. And then she always seems to get tired in the afternoon, so sometimes she has like a little power nap at like 5 o'clock, which is probably a danger nap, but that's what happens. And her new bedtime now is usually around 8 o'clock, but sometimes she's not in bed by 8. It's a nightmare. Every day is different. But I think the main thing is just going on her pace and not being too strict, and obviously just trying with the routine and just seeing what happens. So for this month we've also put as... Are you okay? She hit her head. For this month we also put her name down for nursery, so that's really sad. She's going to be going in May, so her name is actually down for the day after her birthday, which is really sad, but it's just one of the things. She's grown up now, so it's going to happen because I do have to go back to work at some point. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else to update on. My mum probably shouting at the camera saying like, this is what you need to say. But yeah, waving, clapping. She can high five, so my mum does high five and she high fives back. You can hear her chatting. Yeah, so she's making so many sounds. She loves playing. What else do you do, Esme? Loves reading her books. When she's in her ball pit now, she can stand up in her ball pit, so she stands up on the side. She can bum shuffle a bit, so if you put her on like some sort of flat surface that's not a carpet, she can actually somehow bum shuffle forwards. I don't know how, but she does it. Sounds like she's saying mum, but I don't know if she is or not. She loves taking people's glasses off their face. She loves pulling hair. As you can see, like, my hair just gets scraped back every day because Esme will just pull it to an inch of its life. But I think that's going to be it for today's video, really. So I'm just editing this video back. Excuse the change in angle. Esme is asleep on me. It's literally like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes after filming and she's passed out asleep. So I'm just watching a bit of Teen Mum and I'm just on the sofa. I just forgot to say the biggest update that even happened this month is Esme got her first tooth. So I've got some little pictures of it, I think, so I'll include them now. But basically she's got one at the bottom, but it's like to the right, I think. But yeah, so she got her first tooth, which obviously explains why her sleep was such a nightmare at the start of the 8-month period. But she's only got the one. It does look like there's the outline of a couple at the bottom, but I'm just not 100% sure. Like, we just haven't got any more than one at the minute. So yeah, it is so cute. And she spends her time like going around and like licking, like putting her tongue out and stuff. It's if like she can feel it. But yeah, it's just so cute. So I just wanted to come back and add that on. Obviously, I know that the background's changed and stuff, but I just really wanted to include that in today's video. I don't want to make it too long, but there is probably so many things that I've missed out, to be honest. Obviously, with it being like a two-month thing, there's just too much to include in one video that I probably can't even remember now, because every day she's changing, but obviously sometimes I'm more subtle than others. But yeah, so hopefully there's going to be some more videos coming. Like I said, I'm gonna do some sort of life update where it's talking about Esme's NG tube, operation, plans for nursery, what else? Her feeds, things like that. Because obviously, it might be helpful to someone else that's going through some sort of situation with an NG tube as well. So maybe a video that's kind of like weaning off the NG tube, but not officially weaning, because we're not taking the tube away. It's just preparing to wean. So obviously weaning food and then weaning an NG is very different, because she's been weaning on food since 4 months. So it's just about how we're preparing her to get rid of that tube now. Obviously the tube is still there and there's no plans for it to go anytime soon. She's not taking hardly anything by mouth, but like it's in liquid wise, but yeah, it's definitely on the cards in the future, because the nurse does want her tube gone. So maybe I'll do an update of that if anyone is interested. So I just keep looking at the snow. It's snowing outside. But yeah, we've got loads of fun things coming up. Hopefully, we're still in lockdown. Esme actually went to the park the other day for the first ever time, so she loved that. I might include a video of her on the swing now if I can find one. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope that you like it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.